All right, good evening and welcome to the August 5th edition of Late Night Sauce. My name's Mario. I'm here with my co-host Noah. It's summer's flying by, man. August 5th. Who would have thought?
I feel like I blinked and we're already here.
I mean, we're going to be talking about football pretty soon.
I know. I've already joined my fantasy leagues.
How many fantasy leagues are you in?
Just the one, but I'm hoping to be in more.
Are people going to pay this year? I heard last year nobody paid.
Rob has set it up that there is a service that we need to pay into first before we can join the league. Yes.
He set that
I
up,
haven't paid beforehand. But I'm also one of the first people to join, so it doesn't count. There's only 4 people in a 12-man league. There's still 8 spots to fill. I'll pay when it gets
There's a sign-up sheet in the back. I saw some names on
really?
it. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, cool.
I didn't see who the names were. I just saw that it was filled in.
Is Bro Smith on it?
I didn't see the names.
I hope so.
Bro Smith, man, he looks like he could be the Bill Belichick of fantasy football.
I could see it.
Underestimate, quiet, doesn't say much.
No, but he knows.
I think he knows stuff that you guys don't know.
I hope he doesn't if he's joining.
For those who don't know who Bro Smith is, he's our new bar back here at the Safe House Trap. A very, very talented boy who I see a bright future for that guy. Not in the restaurant business, neither.
Really
just
do.
like he
gets
it. He gets life.
He does get it.
I believe he goes to Providence College.
I don't know.
I think he goes to PC.
Probably.
You gotta have a brain to go to that school, man. You gotta be smart.
You do.
You definitely gotta be smart. So fantasy football, huh?
You know, his first name's Kevin, but what does that matter when your last name is Bro Smith?
Bro Smith is like Prince.
It's just a one name kind of name, you know.
Share.
It's
The Rock, even though The Rock is 2 words,
there's a hyphen there.
There's a hyphen there. It's 1 word.
It's 1 word. Anyways,
yeah. August 5th, summer's flying by, and we got the Olympics on. Hey, the Olympics is I don't watch them faithfully because usually I'm working when it's on.
It's true, yeah.
But from what I understand, we're good at a lot of sports in the Summer Olympics, but we stink in the winter. Is that how it works?
I could see that. I
heard this theory years ago, but I don't know if it's true or not.
It's a theory.
I'm trusting somebody that tells me this. I don't know. I'm going to call it a theory. Maybe it's an opinion. I don't know. They're not backing me up with facts.
I don't know many of the facts that come along with the Summer Olympics.
I haven't seen
winter.
I don't know what it is on the TikTok that I'm catching. It's a cartoon. I don't know if it's a cartoon geared at making fun of LeBron James.
Okay.
And it was a Team USA one today. How LeBron James is trying to say how after hit the game-winning shot against the Sudan, we were favored by 40 points, and then it's obviously it's like a South Park kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But I think they had Derek White go. He goes, we need to get rid of Coach Steve Kerr, and then they showed Derek White go. I don't think that's correct. He goes, I think what we need to do is just step up our game and play better and play as a team. And then he goes, LeBron James goes, maybe we should just cut you from the team and forget all about you. He goes, oh, we can just do what you said. They were mocking LeBron James basically because how he took over the Los Angeles Lakers coaching.
Yeah.
He's doing it to Team USA now. I don't even know what this is, but they make fun of his son Bronny James. They make fun of a lot. They basically make fun. Basically, it must be a cartoon based on making fun of LeBron James, even though it's based on stuff that he would say and do.
Yeah.
And it was just funny. It was all of Team USA, and everybody was I think Seth Curry was we can't get rid of Steve Kerr, and Derek White just got all because he was the last guy picked maybe to join the team. He replaced Kawhi Leonard, I believe.
That's
something.
That's some tough shoes to fill right there.
Well, it was an injury or something, but it was just funny. But so my question to you is, Noah.
Yep.
What would you think we could come up with for a bartender's Olympics categories?
Oh.
Different categories of bartender Olympics. Obviously, you got speed, accuracy.
I feel like speed and accuracy can kind of be combined. I feel like speed could be a factor in all the parts of the competition.
Right.
Honestly.
So what would be a competition where speed and accuracy is not the actual winning point for most points? Judged on, I mean, obviously there's always a creativity one. There's always the
you hit flair or some
flair,
shit.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever seen a flair competition?
I've not live. I've seen clips of some.
I miss my wife when she worked at TGI Fridays. She actually made me judge a couple of them at a restaurant for her. I was a flair competition judge, and I had 0 flair skills. So I have no business judging people on things I can't do. The way I look at it as a bartender, I can't judge someone in a competition if I can't compete.
That's
you know
true.
What I mean, I will judge a bad bartender as they're working if they're a bad bartender.
Oh, obviously.
I'm not gonna say it to their face that hey, you suck as a bartender, but like I'm scoring guys on stuff I can't do, and I had fun doing it. She worked in Massachusetts, and those bartenders up in Mass were the real deal. Like they were like insane. And no offense to the people that worked in Warwick, there was some great ones in Warwick too. But like I went to others that I wasn't a judge in, and some of those guys were ridiculous. And it's respectable. But here's my thing that I've talked to other people about. And I've talked to the bartenders who competed. They don't make any extra tips for doing that while they work. No. Nobody seems to care.
No. Of course
I know you're too young for this, but there was a movie with Tom Cruise called Cocktail in the 80s.
I know the movie, haven't watched it.
You gotta watch the movie.
I know.
You gotta watch the movie.
I know. I've seen clips.
Don't watch clips. Watch from the beginning to the end. It's a bartending movie.
I know it is.
It'll change your look on life as a bartender.
I can
tell
see
you right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, back then in the 80s, that was it was new. It was like the hype.
Yeah.
So like those guys were making bank. I heard back in the day. I mean,
Really?
at least they made it look like that in the movies. Now, I mean, in real life, I don't know, but definitely like. So I'm thinking like if we had like a 2024, Rhode Island Bartenders Olympics. I'm thinking like barbacks can do like keg runs, like who can run faster with a keg on their back, and
that'd be great.
How many cases of beer can you carry up the stairs?
Yeah. I feel like you can get the memory involved. You're like the most items on an order you can remember in like one.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, with stuff like that, I feel like there'd be a bias involved because you have to change for each bartender. We'll get a different
that's true
order because if not, everybody's gonna have the same answers. You know what I mean? It'd be tough.
Yeah, you got me there.
So I mean, it's just fun. We should host a bartender Olympics somewhere around here.
I've always wanted a Buster Olympics.
Buster Olympics.
Well, this was back in the times of COVID and whatnot, when we used to have all the rolly plastic dividers in between all the tables.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to set up an obstacle course with and then
yes,
and then we give them hot plates. We give them hot plates, and you make them run the obstacle course.
Why did we never do this?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Do we still have those dividers anywhere?
We might.
That was expensive. There's no way he just got rid of those.
We might, but I don't know. But so we set up an obstacle course. We make them run them with 3 or 4 different dishes for three different tables. And you have to remember which one's which, while also holding hot plates through an obstacle course.
I got a funny feeling. We can actually make this a nationwide thing. It'd be like a tour, the World Poker Tour, the World Barback Tour, the World Busboy Tour, the World Bartender Tour.
Well, they have what is it, a server competition in France or something? Not a competition, it's a race, a server race.
In
France, I believe. I saw a clip of it happening in France, where it was a bunch of servers who lined up in marathon style, just a big ass group at the starting line, and all of them had a tray with a bottle of wine, a glass, and 2 other things, and it was just a race to get to the end. It was around neighborhoods and stuff like that, and you just have to walk with this tray.
Really?
I swear to God.
It's kind of like the running with the bulls, but no bulls.
No, it's
running with wine.
Running with a tray.
Running with a tray with wine.
Yeah.
That's you know what? The Europeans sometimes know how to have fun.
They get it once in a while.
Not always.
Once in a while.
Not
always.
I have European families, so I don't want to badmouth them, but they don't get everything.
You don't get it.
No. But I also like to special announce that we are still drinking Kettle One vodka, so
I'll never stop.
We're not going to stop, guys. And it's delicious, as always. Loving the Kettle One. Just
it's the go-to.
So let me ask you a question. So let's just say, hypothetically, there is a Olympics of vodka.
Yep.
They're going to take the top 10 vodkas in the world.
Okay.
What are the top 10 vodkas that they can put? Do you even know 10 different vodkas?
I know.
I mean, obviously we know all the basics that everybody carries around here.
Yeah.
So I went to this place in Las Vegas, in New York, the hotel.
Yeah.
It's called Red Square. It's a vodka bar. It's a Russian restaurant. They serve like Russian tapas. It wasn't like a sit-down place. They must have had 500 different kinds of vodkas.
How are Russian tapas?
I don't know. There was caviar. I saw caviar on there.
Yeah.
They eat caviar out there.
Snazzy.
Yeah. And we're talking Vegas, 1999.
Sure, gotcha. It was one.
Maybe it was 98. I went in 1998 and I went in 2000. I think it was 98. It was called Red because I stayed in that hotel in New York. So it might have been 99 when I went with my girlfriend at the time. Either way, they had like, I don't know if it was like 300 or 500 different vodkas from all around the world. And it was like a one-sided bar. Like, it was one-sided bar that kind of curved a little bit. So you're not facing each other like customers. Okay. And they had those like ladders to go up to the shelves.
That's kind of
awesome. With the wheels that like in a library or a bookstore kind of has. Yeah. So bartenders would be climbing up and they'd be pushed. Like, I can only imagine if Gooby worked behind this bar because people would be dying. He'd be pushing people and be flying off the ladder.
He'd start running out of legs to break.
Yeah. And they had vodkas never heard of in my life. So I always like back in the early 2000s, there was this men's magazine called like Maxim magazine, FHM and stuff. It's basically all the same magazine. They showed like supermodels on the cover, and you would read about celebrities. But they always had the sheet, like a page dedicated to the top 100 vodkas in the world, and it was like rated, and it was ridiculous. All the stuff I never heard of. But believe it or not, I know for a while Smirnoff vodka was in the top 20.
That's aggressive.
Smirnoff vodka was in the top 20 of top vodkas. Because I feel like everybody thinks, oh, Smirnoff's cheap and this and that. I guess they were just one of those companies that, and I'm guessing, flew under the radar and it wasn't all about like jumping on the marketing as far as like, hey, we got the best looking bottle, or hey, we got the best advertising, like ads. It was just because for the longest time, I don't know what Smirnoff costs now, but it was always at like a $12 or $13 bottle for a liter.
It's definitely on the lighter end.
But like it always ranked top, and everybody, that was when Grey Goose first started making the big jump to the big craze, and Grey Goose at the time didn't even top the top 20.
Really?
And everybody's Grey Goose is the most expensive. We have to get this. So, and I'm gonna find one of my old magazines in my basement. I'm gonna find it, and I'm gonna see if I can find that ad that has all the top 100 vodkas. We'll talk about that in probably the next podcast. And I don't know what Kettle One ranked on that at the time, because I'm going to be honest with you, Kettle One had just started becoming popular around the same time as Grey Goose.
Yeah.
And, Rhode Island at the time, everything was Absolute.
Yeah.
Stoli, Absolute, Stoli, Smirnoff. Those were the top 3 vodkas in Rhode Island in the 90s. And then I think in 96 is when the flavors first started coming out with Stoli. Stoli Orange first came out, then the Raspberry, then Smirnoff started coming out. But, like, I just don't know. I want to know what top 10 vodkas will be in the Olympics, to be honest with you. I'm putting Kettle One. I'm putting Kettle One number 1. Can't speak for you, Noah. Just saying.
Yeah.
If you're listening out there, Kettle.
I would.
Like, everybody's on the Tito's craze. Would Tito's even crack the top 10 in the world? We don't know. I'm assuming
in the world, I don't think so.
I'm assuming. So maybe we have
in
to
America, yes.
Maybe we have to figure out by country. Should we figure out which country has the best vodka and then make that the competition?
I just know like I could like come up with one vodka for like a handful of countries. Like,
can we do it for 10? Is there a Canadian vodka out there? Does Canada make vodka?
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm not neither. I should call my cousin and find out.
We should. I ain't homegrown Canadian vodka.
We can just Google it, and Wikipedia has all the facts.
They do.
They really do. Wikipedia is great because you can just like read it and they just spit facts.
It's nice.
Does Mexico make a vodka? I don't think they do.
I don't think they do. They have too much going on with tequila.
Is there even an American tequila out there?
I think so.
I feel like there
I've
isn't.
Seen like I think I've like
a legitimate tequila, not like a tequila blend mixed with like
It's like it's a little fucky if it's from here, but like I feel like I've seen like one or two.
I think we could put together a top 10 Olympic vodka. Poland, they have what? Poland's what? Belvedere?
Yes.
Or is it Chopin?
It might be both.
France is Grey Goose.
Yeah.
America, we have Tito's.
Yeah.
Again, where the hell is Kettle One from?
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
The
Netherlands, that's Kettle One. That's 4. Okay. Russia. Well, technically, Stoli is from Russia, but
It's from Latvia.
Latvia is where?
I believe. It was... it's like in the area.
In the area of Russia?
Yeah.
I also feel like Stoli is like the absolute of Russia. I feel like Russia has like a better vodka out there that nobody's ever heard of. And let me ask you a question. John Mark. Does John Mark trump Grey Goose in the French vodka?
Like on the list of like
Alan
top
Weiss.
10?
Alan Weiss loves Grey.
But how many people do know about
John Mark?
Yeah.
It's not about them knowing it. It's we're talking about best tasting vodka.
I mean, I suppose it could be up there.
Should we dedicate a night of drinking John Mark vodka? We'll have Alan on the get. We'll have Alan join us.
I mean, we'd have to have Alan join us.
Alan drinks it straight. I don't know if we can keep up with him, man. He drinks martinis. We drink soda water. I don't know.
I mean, just because... I mean, I feel like we're conforming by drinking the vodka in the first place. I don't think we have to dictate which way we drink it as well.
Sweden has Vodka, correct?
Is that Sweden? Yeah, it is
think it's
Sweden. You're
Svedka.
right. Yeah.
I don't think that's a good vodka at all, from what I understand. It's
Not really.
Yeah, it's kind of like rock gut.
Yeah.
It's just popular because they have a nice bottle and it's cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the different flavors too. So it's like the oh my god, what's that? Pinnacle has all the flavors.
Oh, yes.
Sweden, I mean, Svedka is the Sweden version of Pinnacle. Is Pinnacle America? It's got to be.
I think Pinnacle's French.
Pinnacle is French?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I think the French just stick to cooking
gonna
French
look it
fries,
up.
but don't ask me.
Go look it up. Hold on. Please hold.
How do you say pinnacle in French? Pinnacale? That's Spanish.
Yeah. Yeah, so Pinnacle's from Japan.
Really?
It originated in Osaka, Japan, 2002, apparently.
You think they chose the American name route to kind of fool the consumers, or
Is Pinnacle like an American name, though?
Pinnacle is an American word? I don't know.
I suppose so, yeah.
Let's change gears a little bit. With the
Hold
whole-
on. Hold on.
Here we go.
Hold on.
Here we go.
Well, it's my apologies.
Here it is.
It's owned by the Japanese.
Where is it made?
France. It is a French vodka.
I thought Japan and France didn't get along.
I mean,
How does that happen?
I don't know about like the in-betweens of Japan and France, but I mean it does. I mean Suntory, like the big company, they own Pinnacle. It's let's see. It's distilled in France from French wheat and exported to the United States, where it's flavored and bottled by Suntory.
Wow.
So it's a Japanese American French vodka.
That's just blowing my mind right now.
I know.
Like,
I know.
my mind is like just blown away. It's like, wow, that's a lot.
Pull
to take
back
in.
together. Pull back together. There's
Well,
more
let-
vodkas.
Let's change gears. Let's change gears here. This is we're talking about vodkas of the world. How do you feel about stereotyping of alcohol? In other words,
What does that mean?
I'm about to explain myself.
My
Give
bad.
me a
Hey,
chance.
go on. My bad.
I feel like obviously, if you're gonna get Scotch, it has to be from Scotland.
That is true.
You want vodka, it's gonna be Russian. That used to be the thing.
Was it?
It was a thing back in the day. The national, I feel like the national beverage of Russia or Soviet Union was vodka,
Yeah, that makes sense.
right? Obviously, you want tequila, Mexico.
Yeah,
You want Pinot Grigio, it has to be Italy. You want Sauv Blanc, it has to be New Zealand, or
Bourbon, it's Kentucky.
Bourbon's Kentucky. How do you feel about that? I mean, I'm not. First of all, I feel like the world needs to stop being racist and stereotypical when it comes to anything.
Is that
I feel
racism?
like I feel like with alcohol, I feel like favoritism in certain types of alcohol backgrounds is acceptable.
I would say
Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
I one time got yelled at by a customer. I shouldn't say I got yelled at by a customer, but a very Well, maybe they thought they were wealthy. I don't know the finances, but they act like they were wealthy. And
So
she ordered a glass of wine from me, and I gave her. She ordered a Chardonnay, and I gave it to her. And she was like, "Wait a minute." She took a sip of it. This is awful. I cannot drink California Chardonnay. Why would you give me California Chardonnay?
I feel like a lot of Chardonnays from California.
And it was just what we had on the list at the time. And she's like, "How dare you give me Chardonnay from California?"
How dare?
Yeah, she said that to me in those words.
Disrespectful.
Well, she was a very disrespectful woman. And I was nice to her because she was a regular at my old restaurant, and they came in doing those 3 nights a week kind of people. And
Yeah.
I never even waited on them. It was like a regular of another waiter. But because they were regulars, I tolerated it. And then like she threw the wine at me, like not at me, but like threw the glass. Like, I can't drink this. And I said, and she was with the waiter that I worked with on a night off, and I said, "Hey, control your lady over here, because number one, you never throw a glass of wine at me.
Yeah.
And number two, if you don't want a Chardonnay from California, say I don't want a Chardonnay from California. What do you have?"
Maybe read the list.
Right.
You know.
I mean, I always tell customers, like, they ask about the Sauv Blancs. I go, "It's from New Zealand. You can't go wrong."
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. I could be wrong. Maybe there's a Sauv Blanc from Costa Rica that might be great. I don't know.
I have a French one.
A French Sauv Blanc?
Yeah.
Really? What's it called?
Fournier. Yeah.
I've heard of that. I didn't know it was French.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen that.
French.
I've seen that. Yeah,
It's pretty good.
So how do you? What's your stance on racism and placism and stereotypes of alcohol? Are you for or against it?
How many more isms do you have?
I like to use isms as much as possible. Isms are good.
What?
Isms are good. Well, they used to be. I should say not anymore, probably.
I am against it. I think, right? Like, is that
So you never say to a bartender, like, what do you have for vodkas? And they give you a list of vodkas you never heard of.
Yeah.
They don't have Kettle One. Are you gonna freak out like, oh, well, I can't drink any vodka if it's not from
the
Netherlands? Is there any other vodkas from the Netherlands that we don't know about?
I mean, I'm
How
sure
big
there's plenty that we don't know about.
Are the Netherlands, are they known for making vodka, or they just make one good one to stick to it? You think?
I feel like they got the one good and they stick to it.
I feel like
Kettle One we would know
is
more.
Kettle One the Ford car of Detroit?
Of the Netherlands?
Yeah, the Kettle One's is Kettle One like
car.
their
Yeah.
like top product in the Netherlands. What else does the Netherlands produce that people can really love?
Hold on, I'm trying to look up Netherlands vodka brands. They have Royal Dutch, Van Gogh,
Oh, Van Gogh's good vodka, by the way. I forgot about those guys.
fucking New Amsterdam.
New Amsterdam is from Holland? Netherlands?
Yeah.
I thought it was from New Amsterdam, like Amsterdam.
Well, Amsterdam's in the Netherlands, buddy.
But Amsterdam's in the Netherlands?
Yes.
Really?
The Kettle One distillery is like less than 30 minutes away from
We've talked about
Amsterdam.
this. We've talked about this.
Yeah, we have. Effen Vodka.
Effen Vodka is also Netherlands?
Netherlands.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I hope so, because like I'm just on Google and it says popular products.
From the Netherlands.
Hold on. Well, fucking Dutch vodkas, it's all the same shit, so that's good. Yeah.
I used to mess with that Van Gogh vodka. I used to like Van Gogh vodka because they had beautiful bottle. It was like a very artsy bottle, and it was expensive at the time when I was dealing with it. And I was trying to put together a drink list with it and stuff. But like, they made good flavored vodkas, and like the bottles were really like appealing. But like, it never took off. Like people just, unfortunately, I really feel like us Americans, they're just, marketing is huge, and like those vodkas just, I mean, Kettle One took off without any real marketing. I think, to be honest with you, I mean, I think it went by reputation and flavor. Like, how many really great Kettle One ads have you seen out there that stick in your head? You see Puff Daddy holding a Kettle One vodka bottle, or
No.
Fat Joe, or
They should.
Busta. Well, Puffy had his own vodka, and Fat Joe didn't have a vodka, but like 50 didn't have his vodka neither. He was a vitamin water guy. But I'm just saying, like, I think Kettle One, as superior as it is to like the regular vodkas, like it made itself. It became something huge. So
it's like one of those who know, you know.
yeah, exactly. And now everybody knows, and I think the pricing had a lot to do with it. And I think obviously the taste, but
yeah. You want to hear about the exports of Netherlands?
I think we've done this before, and I've already forgot.
I don't think we have, honestly.
I think we might have.
Regardless, first off, apparently the Netherlands are the world's 7th largest export economy. That's kind of high up there.
I believe it.
Do you?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're under the radar kind of people. I like that. 7th. Why do you want to be number one? Because when you're number one, everybody's gunning for you.
It's true. They do a lot of refined petroleum, and like crude petroleum, and like gas, cheese, scrap iron.
Cheese from the Netherlands?
Yeah, apparently.
Really?
Man. Yeah, I gotta find some Netherlandian cheese. I don't know if that's the correct term, but whatever.
They make Finlandian cheese.
So they must have. Yeah.
Well, Finland and Netherlands are two different countries.
They have they export a lot of machinery and transport equipment.
Okay.
They do food like onions, vegetables, and fruit.
Okay.
And then other notable exports may include broadcasting equipment, packaged medicaments.
Yeah, we don't say that word. You know how to say it.
Yeah, computers, office machine parts, and photo lab equipment.
Who would know? What kind of a country are they? Are they communist?
I doubt it.
Are they what's the word? What's a non-communist country? What's that called?
I mean,
what are we? Democracy.
We're a democracy.
Are they a democracy there? You know what I like about those Netherlands people? They don't get in the mix of stuff. They just lay low.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'm looking it up. So they are a constitutional monarchy.
All these big words they're using, I'm gonna take as disrespect because I don't understand them. Explain yourself.
You can't. Well, it's
they have a king. A monarch? They have a king?
A monarchy. They have a singular ruler. So, yes. King, queen, one of them.
The King of the Netherlands. Wow. Sounds like that should be a movie.
But they do
should be the name of a drink. Should be the name of a martini. The King of the Netherlands. Kettle One vodka, Saint Germain, lemon juice, splash of Chambord. Bam. King of the Netherlands.
I feel like...
just came up with a drink.
Saint Germain and Chambord, I don't think are from the Netherlands. They might be
it
French.
doesn't matter if they're from the Netherlands, but Kettle One is. I feel the main ingredient is Kettle One.
I suppose.
Does the Netherlands have some like aperitifs or liqueurs we could use?
I feel like we would have to look it up.
We'd have to look it up. But are they available in the U.S. is my next question. Because that's because they make them. Doesn't mean we can get them. There's a reason why we don't know about them. That's my thing. Or does the U.S. have a strong hold on liqueurs? Is there a triple sec from the Netherlands? Is there a peach schnapps from the Netherlands? We don't know.
King Willem Alexander has been the head of state of the Netherlands since April 30th, 2013.
Wow, that's like 11 years.
Yeah.
Impressive.
It is. It is. It's impressive. They're
King
still going
of
with
the Netherlands.
the
King of the Netherlands. We need to come up with a cocktail called the King of the Netherlands. We got to work on
it
this.
out. We can figure it out.
We'll figure it out. And you know what? I bet you it would sell well. People like to say that King of the Netherlands. It just flows.
I'll take the King of the Netherlands.
Yeah. You know,
Give me two.
Or I'll take the executive salad, and I'll take a King of the Netherlands for a cocktail.
Ooh.
It just goes together.
Ooh.
The executive. So, okay, so we're going to switch up the gears as well. I'm thinking, as we're still talking about Olympics and top vodkas and top liquors of the world, what can we do to start out a Mr. and Miss Rhode Island bartender competition? Like a pageant. I'm talking swimsuit. We're talking talent. We're talking... Like, what would be... You ever see those, like, Miss Universe or Miss America or, like, Miss Teen, whatever pageants, and they ask questions? But you ever see that clip, like, how come people can't find the map I think she was like Miss South Carolina or something. She couldn't answer the question. Like Mario Lopez was like, "Okay, thank you very much." Like she made no sense.
Yeah.
And anyway, what would be like a funny question to ask Miss Bartender Rhode Island? What would you do to make Rhode Island bars better place to drink at, or what would you change? Like, what would be some of the funny things we could ask? I think if we put our minds to it, we can make a pageant, Miss Bartender Rhode Island pageant, Mr. Rhode Island Bartender pageant. We could turn this into something big. And obviously, there's swimsuit competition, there's talent. Obviously, there's gonna be like mixology knowledge.
Yeah.
But we'd have to do what would you do to make the world a better place? What kind of fun bartender questions could we come up with? Because I think,
oh god,
how can we change the the mentality of the customer to stop being morons? Well, the first thing I would do is teach the people to stop being stupid by telling them how stupid they really are. Like, that'd be the funniest thing.
Whatever gets the point across.
Can we get Kettle One on board to sponsor the Mr. and Miss Bartender Rhode Island competition? Can we get them on board?
We can't even get them to sponsor the podcast.
I feel like if we go video, we can, and we're still working on video, folks. If you're listening,
still working.
We're relying on. I'm not going to lie to you, because as you guys know, I am not very intelligent as far as technology. I'm just a talent in the, voice. But we're working. We got to get a crew. We need a video crew, like a legitimate, reliable, legitimate video crew, and we can get this going. But I really think we can get this pageant thing going, and we can get some people on board. I feel like. Definitely, it could be a thing for us. It could be game changing for Rhode Island. And next thing you know, it turns into, New England. It turns into East Coast. And then I think you see where I'm going with this. And then it's East versus West Coast. I think you see where I'm going with this. I think so. So,
multiple coasts, guys.
My question to you is: would Gooby wear a Speedo?
Yeah, absolutely.
And he would lose. And he definitely would lose. Cause,
there's not a doubt he would come in with a Speedo. It fits the whole personality.
Let's just pray to God he puts it on the right side. The right side.
Oh Lord!
If he puts it on backwards, God knows what it'll look like. But
that's a terrifying thought.
It very is. So anyway, my question to you is: we'll switch it up to another gear that would we'll keep it at the Olympic.
How many
theme.
gears does this have?
Well, I got a lot of I got gears, man. I got gears. Name an Olympian, past, present, or future, you would like to have a cocktail with.
There it is.
There it is.
Fuck, I only know so many Olympians.
Really?
In
the history of Olympians,
yes.
It doesn't have to be American. It can be any country.
I understand it.
Come on,
a country, but
I already know who you should pick. Yeah, I bet you want to have a drink with Michael Phelps. I bet you want to have a drink with Michael Phelps.
That was definitely my first thought. Michael Phelps is just a name that comes up in my mind for the Olympics.
I feel like you have a lot in common.
Do we now?
Yeah.
Well, what do we have in common, Mike?
I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like you guys would connect. I don't know, that gut feeling.
Yeah.
It's a gut feeling.
Who's your Olympian you would have a
I would like to be, I like to have a drink, and the thing is, I'm afraid to have a drink with him because he's a runner. But I would like to have a drink with Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens?
He was like the African American runner in the Olympics during the beginning of World War II.
Oh.
And Hitler, because it was in Germany. Hitler, he's one of the fastest. He set records. He was one of the fastest. He helped break the barrier. It was during segregation and stuff. Yeah. But I remember he won the gold medal, and because Hitler was who Hitler was, the terrible person that he was.
Yeah.
Would not shake his hand after winning the gold medal.
That's tough.
Yeah. He went through hell, that guy. And if he sat down with me and we had some cocktails, I'd try to push Kettle One on him.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to force the man. He's an Olympic winner,
He knows what he likes.
I feel like he's the kind of guy who just was a genuinely good person I would like to have a drink with. And
all right.
And the thing is too, like, I just want to hang. I'm not gonna like dig deep into his soul and ask him things. I feel like we all know his story. We know the struggle.
That is true.
Sometimes you just don't have to ask things. Just enjoy each other. That's the kind of guy I want to have a drink with. He's one of my guys. And if I'm gonna go number 2, I would go with Nancy Kerrigan.
Really?
Yeah, she got hit in the knee back in the 90s. It was like a stage thing.
Yeah.
Where they were trying to knock her out of the Olympics, and like, her competition for like the team hired somebody to fucking crack her in the knee with a bat or something, and she bounced back and it's like, yeah, F you can't get me down. And she won the silver that year. She could have she almost won the gold.
Oh.
And she got the silver that year, and just the fact that she was like, even baseball bats can't beat me, and she came back. I'd have a drink with her.
Yeah.
Although I firmly believe she would not drink vodka.
Yeah.
I don't think she would drink vodka.
No?
I honestly,
Why
I think
not? What would she drink?
I really think she's a straight up I don't drink alcohol kind of girl. Maybe a prosecco. Maybe a prosecco.
Yeah.
Or some sort of champagne type of a thing. But yeah,
nice glass of wine.
Figure skaters are not alcoholics. Figure skaters do not drink booze. So those are my 2. I mean, I'm sure there's a few. There's definitely a few. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's Olympic hockey players.
Yeah.
And if Shaq wants to hang out with me, I will hang out with Shaq.
I mean,
I won't drink with Michael Jordan. I will not drink with Michael Jordan.
Really?
I mean, Michael Jordan intimidates me. And by the way, Larry Bird, that guy, you can't hang with him, and he just drinks too much, and you can't keep up with him.
I feel like it'd be like a night that you have stories for forever.
I feel like you'd have stories that you can't come back from.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Shaquille O'Neal is one of my favorite human beings on the planet. Man. He's one of my favorite people on the planet. He's an Olympic champion. I would love to have a drink with him, but I just feel like Jordan, one of the greatest players on the planet to ever play basketball, I feel like he's not a good dude to drink with. I feel like he'd make it a competition. The man does not know anything except competition.
He doesn't know.
He scares me. He
knows nothing about losing.
I feel like he would challenge me to drink vodka as fast as he drinks. I think he's a tequila guy, from what I understand. I remember from the documentary in The Last Dance, he was drinking tequila, I believe. Or I think he might even have his own tequila out there, I think. Or he's a company that he owns.
I don't think so.
I think he's involved in something.
Like
a minority owner kind of a thing, not a majority.
Yeah, he's just got a piece, not the whole thing.
Yeah, but I won't drink with Michael Jordan. But if you show up, Michael, I'll entertain you. I mean, I'm not saying don't come into the safe house, Michael Jordan.
Don't not come in.
Don't not come in. I'm just saying you intimidate me, and I don't think I can hang with you. But I can hang with Shaq. I love Shaq.
Shaq's a great dude.
Yeah, he's a quality human being. So, but we're gonna wrap up tonight's podcast tonight. The Olympics of drinking and bartending, and fun facts about the Netherlands. And basically, we're gonna try to enjoy the rest of summer here, and getting ready for the fall. We have some great ideas coming up here. I've been, check out the TikTok, guys. We have some great videos of me and Justin Ortiz. Justin Ortiz is my prodigy here, and the man's learning, man. He's getting it. Justin's getting it. I think, I got some good ideas for the fall. I'm not done with summer yet. Summer's not over for me. I'm going to come up with new summer ideas. But my problem I'm having right now is these new trends on TikTok and Instagram are killing. These restaurant trends. Yeah. I don't understand them. I try to watch them. I don't understand them.
What do you mean by trends? Like, give me an example.
The whole, there's show me the money or something. Give me my money. And, everybody claps. I don't know what the hell that is.
I don't know.
And then, everybody was like, the new trend was the trust one.
Yeah.
You can't trust them, but you can trust us with our fantastic food and drinks. And that, whoever came up with that,
good for them.
By the way, no offense, I thought of that years ago.
Yeah.
Remember the time the guy was choking at the safe house, and we were like, the guy was choking at it. Maybe you weren't working down here. You might have been working at the trap upstairs at the time.
Yeah.
But somebody was choking on something at the safe house, and we're like, food's so good it's to die for, and he had to leave in an ambulance.
That's terrible.
And I was like, too soon with that joke. That was before TikTok was around. We were dying laughing. But you know me, I don't like to follow trends. What do I like to do? We set trends.
We set them, baby.
We're not trying to be like everybody else.
We're trying to be better.
Trying to be better, and that's what we do at Tap that glass tonight and late night sauce. So stay tuned in a couple of weeks for our next episode. We're not done with summer. We got some great things coming up. So we'd like to thank you for listening and keep drinking Kettle One vodka and stay safe.
Stay safe.